Since this is episode 1, I got to preface all this by saying I am not a mechanic. I am not a professional body man. I am not a professional car restoration guy. I'm not an electrician, and I'm just a guy who likes to mess around with old cars. I am not here to tell you how it's done right. I'm here to show you how I do it and have some fun along the way. So if I tick some people off, the purist guys who say that's the wrong way to do it, I'm sorry, it's just okay. I just do it the best that I can. So with that said, don't take any of my advice. Don't do what I do. Do everything you want to do on your own, and don't blame me when it gets messed up, because I'm going to mess some stuff up. We're going to really jack some stuff up. So let's check this car out. Okay, well, here she is. What we have here is a 1956 Olds 88 Holiday Coupe. It's the two-door hardtop, and as you can see at first glance, she needs some serious loving. So let's take a look at her, see what she looks like inside and out, and then we'll talk about what we're going to do to her. All right, so first of all, she needs some help. She's got plenty of rust holes, plenty of surface rust. She's got some parts off of her. She's got the cancer. And every time you shut the door, car gets a little lighter, which is good for our quarter mile time. So that's good. So she's got the rust in the usual spots that you would find it in a car from central Indiana. But besides the rust, besides the issues that we're going to look at under the hood, besides the issues that we're going to look at in the interior, as far as straightness, she's straight. As straight as a 50s era car really ever got. She's got some dents here, dings there. And again, surface rust. But she was kept inside, and you know that, because if she wasn't, you wouldn't have this paint left on the hood. You wouldn't have that on the roof. It would just be eaten up by the sun. So she is complete, believe it or not. And I know you see some missing pieces, but we've got those parts. So let's take a look inside. Might be a little dark here. Here's the first thing I want you to notice. And we'll talk about how long she's been sitting, but listen to this. I mean, after all that time, those doors just shut, just tight as can be. Yep. She's chewed up a little bit inside and out. The mice have had a field day with her, as you can imagine. And as you can imagine, she smells like Jeffrey Dahmer's Tupperware. It's just nasty. Got some things down there. I'm not sure what those are. She's got seat covers on, but the seats eat up. But all in all, besides a dashboard hole or two, rust hole from, I don't think it even was a leaky window. I think it's mouse damage. Believe it or not, you get up in them little holes and they make a nest and pee and poop in there, and that acid in that just eats metal up. I'm telling you. About 2 pounds of nastiness in the package tray. But everything's in there. In fact, the only thing that I've found missing is missing under the hood, and we'll look at that here in a second. Let's look at those door cards. They even look good after all these years. They've cleaned right up. take a peek in here. Again, not a water leak. That is from a mouse nest. It just will destroy the car. So as you can see, we have parts in here. We've got the fan, we've got the drive shaft, we have the radiator, we've got original floor mats, and we've got the like a stone shield cover that goes on top of the radiator maybe. Got an old original jack, got the battery tie down, a couple other things down in there. So the parts are there. We even have the chrome that's missing. It was in the trunk. I did a little cleaning on the trunk already. But just what a good looking car. Just a good looking car. Of course, she's got a lot of holes that we're going to need to patch. We'll take care of that. Actually, the bottoms of the doors look really good. The rockers are shot like they always are around here. The usual rotten spots behind the front wheels. Inner fenders shot. Let's get this hood open. Alright, let's get you down in here to have a look. Okay, as you can see, radiator is out, and we saw that in the trunk. We got lots of coon poop, lots of mouse poop, bird poop. But we have a complete engine. We even have an original Batwing air cleaner. So, I mean, that's awesome. They make repops of those, but I would rather have the original. Spark plug still in it. It's the 324 with the automatic transmission. No power brakes. In fact, you're saying, where's the master cylinder? Well, it's way down there on the frame rail. Thank you, General Motors, for that. So that's going to be fun. We have a Rochester Quadrajet with an automatic choke. So she's all here. The only thing we're missing that I've been able to find is the coil. Now, why is the coil missing? I have no idea, but I got under here looking around and it's gone. She's just gone. Other than that, just really clean, just really original. Got a bang up here in the front, which I think is the cause of our fitment issue. Right there. There's just, you can't even, you know, it's just tight. So I don't think it's the door. I mean, the door pins are in good shape. We got no play in the doors, and that gap is good all the way down. So the door's in the right place. So I think that fender was pushed back a little bit when they hit whatever they hit. We got a cracked windshield. If you can see that on the camera or not, but it is cracked from just stone chip that went from bottom to top, unfortunately. So that will eventually have to be replaced. And this glass, the driver door glass, is broken as well. Other than that, the rest of the glass is in good shape. Good shape. And the windows, as you can see, roll up and down. The car actually, the brakes weren't locked up. It rolled up onto the trailer when we pulled it on. So I'm happy with it. It's going to be a lot of work, depending on what we want to do, right? So let's talk about that. Let me set this down and we'll talk about our goals. Okay, so what are we going to do with this thing? So when I first bought the car, my initial thought was just full restoration. we'll pull it off the frame and put it on a rotisserie, and we'll just take a couple years and we'll do it up and do it the best we can and put her back on the road looking good. So the more I thought about it, I changed my mind on that. I think what we want to do is we're going to do this in 2 stages. So our short-term goal is going to be we're going to get this thing running, get it safe for the road, take it to a couple car shows over the summer, something like that, see how it does. Then we'll bring it back in here if all goes well, and then we'll start the disassembly and we'll start doing it up right and cleaning it up, doing all the body work and stuff. But I thought it would be fun just to go ahead and see if it'll run and drive, make it safe, make it go, make it stop, and just have a good time with it over the summer. That way we're not spending a ton of money on it if it turns out it's just not going to do what we want it to do before we do a whole lot of body work and labor on it. So I think that's the first step of the game, is just get her running, get her back on the road. So how do we do that? So got a few steps that I've written down here that we're going to do. And again, it's winter time here in Indiana, and there's some limitations as to what we're going to be able to do. And so we'll do a few projects over the winter. I think we're going to rebuild that carburetor. We're going to do a conversion of that bat wing breather to a paper element style. Maybe we'll rebuild the generator. Maybe we'll play with the horns, get the horns off of there and get them shined up, see if they'll work. Just some little fun things and small projects that we can do just to keep ourselves busy on it until the warmer weather comes and we can really start tearing into things. But besides that, I think we're going to have a lot of fun. She's going to fight us every step of the way, I can tell. Let's take a look at that short-term goal and see the steps along the way that we're going to take, and we'll see if we can't get a couple of those done here really quick. And I'll see if I can get some more videos up quick and keep everybody interested and see what we can accomplish. And if you got any suggestions, hey, you want to try this, do this along the way, shoot them down in the comments, and we'll take a look and see if we can't get those done. So let's take a look at our goal. Okay, so our short-term goal: getting her on the road, getting it safe, getting it running, starting, running, stopping when we want it to, and do the 100-mile challenge with it. See if she'll do that without blowing up or overheating or breaking down along the road, tires falling off. And if she can do that, then we'll be satisfied. We'll bring it back inside and we'll start taking it apart and doing the body work and getting her the way we want her to ultimately be finished. So how do we do that? So within that short-term goal of getting her back on the road, there's a lot of steps along the way. So number one, will it turn? Will it crank? Will it run? Will it drive? And will it stop? So, and in each one of those steps, there's multiple steps to get that particular step done. So will it turn over? That's what we're going to tackle first. That'll be the next episode. So we'll dive into that on the next one. So thanks for watching. Hit the like, the subscribe, leave a comment, whether you like the video, whether you want to rip me on something I said or the way we're going to do this, whatever. Just give me a comment. And then hit the bell for notifications. And we'll tackle this Will She Turn Over on the next one. Thanks again for watching.